A waterfall where there normally is nothing. Wow. We had extremely heavy rainfall just now. It's normal for the time of year, but it's still spectacular. Look at this. Spontaneous waterfalls all over the place. And here you can see one of those structures people used to build in the past to direct the water, to make it go into the land, to stabilize these slopes. See the diagonal wall up here? Amazing. There's a whole river here. Kieke, ga je helpen?
Ja.
Ga je met de broembroem werken?
Ja. Ja. Papa, let's
Ah, je wil deze even openmaken. Zal ik er maar mee aan de slag gaan, Kieke? Zal ik maar met de broembroem werken? Oké, oké. Zeg maar dag tegen de fans. Ciao. Adios. Zeg adios tegen de camera.
Ja.
Hier is de camera. Zeg dan adios. Ah, okay. So, San Brandsma gave us a new challenge again. San Brandsma, the source of San Brandsma. And now it's autumn, so everything is covered in leaves. But we've had some massive rains already, so I doubt that this one will dry. As you can see, there's not a whole lot of water coming out of the tube, but that's because I didn't put a whole lot of work in catching it. Most of the water is not coming out of the basin. So I would need to excavate this and so forth. But for now it works. I got drinking water again. And the cool thing about this spot is that the water contains extreme amounts of iron. I've only installed this tube last week and it already turned orange from the huge quantities of iron that are in the water. When you drink it, it's like drinking blood. So this is good mineral water. I've been told that some sources, well, I know that some sources are particularly used for that purpose in this area. There's one famous one, Agua Santa, which contains a lot of everything. And people drive specifically to that source to fill up bottles. And the big one down below here, San Victorio, where the festival was, people drive there too to bottle up. Kika, are you ready? Kika werken? Now we need to work on the road a little bit. The gutters and so forth, many of them are clogged. And I don't want the road to wash out again like it did last year. Road washed out. With these heavy rains, well, last year the road washed out and I didn't want it to become any worse. Just last week I started working on the road because, yeah, the main enemy of roads is always erosion by water. And when this road was built, I found out they did put a lot of tubing, a lot of canals and so forth, but many of them were blocked. So I uncovered like 2-3 that were blocked. I'm happy to see it kind of works. It needs more work, but at the very least there's no water on the road here. It is going underneath here. It's a great moment to come right after this extremely heavy rain to see how it all is working. Some people thought this road was bad, was difficult, but I made roads in the tropics where you get 3 times more rain than here. And the secret is quite simple. Just make sure that rain doesn't get a chance to wash out the road. But even if you have hardly any gravel, you can make a good road if you make sure that there's no water running on it. And it won't be a highway, but you can make it smooth enough to just drive with a steady pace. And this is just me, nobody else. Well, my brother helped me a little bit. Just doing little jobs here and there, and already the road is much better. Things are not that difficult. Everybody else is in the clouds today, but us. Now we got a slight little bit of overcast, but beautiful day. Hola. Besito para la gente?
No.
Kieke, wat ben jij aan het doen? Wil jij de mensen even vertellen wat we aan het doen zijn? Catalina, vertel jij het anders even.
Papa.
Juist ja, papa is aan het graven.
Papa.
Waar is de schep, Catharina?
Daar.
Waar is de schep?
Daar.
Waar? Waar is de schep van papa? So what we are doing today is cleaning up the stables, the second half of the stables. The first half we did in summer with my brother here, and then it was all dry. And now it's all wet because we had a month of rain, and this is the basement basically, so it got all wet. But I actually preferred wet because it was very nasty dust in summer. And yeah, this is okay. What's not okay is that it's mixed with plastic and glass. That makes it very annoying. So it's this section and one more section to the right, which doesn't have garbage, but it's just pure manure. Once I sorted it out, it's all going into the garden. And then here are the old windows. The frames are chestnut, and I think I can still reutilize them by replacing the glass pane with a single double glass one. This is probably the worst part of the road. Right, Kieke? Dit is het meest slechte stuk. And here I uncovered one tube that was fully blocked. And as you can see, it's working. Now the material I got out, I dumped on the road. But as you can see, it's gotten completely soaked. Some rubble from the house will fix that. But yeah, look at it. Whee! Going into the tube, coming out of the tube. Whoa, beautiful. We don't need government to build a road. You don't need a 4x4. Some good tires, yes, definitely recommend that. But I mean, we can do a whole lot more with this road. I mean, regular cleanup on the sides, and dig these water channels out good, and clean this gutter that's underneath, completely covered on the undergrowth. You can't even see it, but it goes 5 foot deep, and there's a little river down there right now. Dus Kieke, gaan wij werken?
Ja.
Ah, zie je lekker ook uit te graven? Zit je ook lekker uit te graven? Muchas castañas. Castañas para quién?
Para esa.
Para Marisa. Vamos a recogerlo para Marisa más tarde. Pero primero voy a mostrar a la gente otra parte del camino. So here was another tube that was covered, and look, the water coming down, going into the tube. And yeah, here we got something that's not exactly working, but at least some of the water is going into the tube and coming out here. It is coming out. Needs a bit deepened. It's a work in progress. And here there's this problem of most of the water coming down this road is flowing over here and onto our road, and that's what makes it damage so much. Now there might be a tube here, but this is completely covered. And on this side I have no idea where that tube would be coming out. There's a big tree there and another big tree. There could be a tube underneath here, but I'll first have to weed whack, and there's this water. This water can probably be directed to go down there. But overall, two-wheel drive car, easily getting up here. Kieke, gaan we weer verder?
Ja.
Even a 3-year-old can drive this. Moet je wel sturen, hè? Sturen, sturen. Sturen. Nee, niet met de ruitenwisser spelen. Een bocht, sturen, sturen. Sturen. En recht houden, recht houden. Kieke, wat dacht je van een beetje muziek?
Muziek is dat zien.
Slaan, Kieke, slaan! Laat maar zien hoe goed jullie kunnen werken. Kom, de bak vullen. Hier is de bak. Kijk eens, cavallone. Papa is cavallone gaat open. So I was with her while she was trying to sleep, and eventually it took a while she fell asleep. Meanwhile the other one went to sleep by himself. What a mess. Here's my 45 minutes of peace, hopefully. So we got one wall down, we got most of the ceilings on this side down, the false ceiling. On this side I'll keep most of the walls. First I wanted to take that wall down as well, but I decided an extra bedroom is good to have, so then we have 1, 2, 3 bedrooms, the bathroom in the corner. And here's the division, and this will be the next house, of which the owner has just told me that most of the walls here will go. Started on the ceiling in the kitchen. Here all the walls except the first room here. So originally this house has 6 bedrooms. This was the old kitchen or smoking room, or this is all tarred, smoky. But this is all going. A bathroom will be here, but smaller than this room. So this is the only bedroom that will remain. For now I'll keep the ceiling just in case I have to camp out here. There's one room that I can heat. Nothing gets wasted here. Whatever we break down in the house goes on the road and it will soon be easy to pass here. Right, Catalina? You're happy we are recycling? Reusing? Ay, 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 ay.
Het vrijmaken van het pad naar de watermolen.
So another amazing thing about here is 100 years ago there was this local steel production. This house is 100 years old and these hinges are 100 years old and they were lying in manure. So basically in ammonia soaked dirt for at least 20 years. Look at that. Try that with China steel. Still good. This was also buried in manure. Just brush it off and ready to use. Beautiful sunny day.
Yes.
Goed zo.